After the massive opening for both Barbie and Oppenheimer last weekend, two movies that could not be more different than one another, two movies that were made for completely different audiences, yet both are being successful or released on the same exact day, combining for one of the biggest domestic box office weekends in history. There were some people out there that were floating the claim or the theory or the prediction that they didn't think Barbie was going to do very well its second weekend. They thought it'd have a big drop-off. I said the exact opposite. I said I thought it's not maybe going to have the hold that Mario did, but I think it's going to be a fantastic second weekend for Barbie. Here we are, and that is exactly the case. Box office, Haunted Mansion spooked, Barbie scores record $93 million second weekend, just ahead of the Super Mario Bros. Second weekend that before that was the best we'd seen post-pandemic. And along with that, Oppenheimer also had an incredible hold. Elsewhere, Oppenheimer earned a stellar $46 million in its sophomore outing of the box office, the biggest second weekend ever for an R-rated pick ahead of Deadpool 2. When you look at this, that's a 43% drop for Barbie, a 44% drop for Oppenheimer, basically the same thing. There were some people claiming there's going to be a 70% drop or a 60% drop. I just didn't think that was going to be the case. One, as I've said multiple times, despite so many people disagreeing with me, the same people that said it was going to have a big drop, which it did not, that I don't think it's like this massively anti-male thing that some people are making out to be. I think it's more pro-women than it is anti-male. And I think if these things were reversed, a lot of people would be rooting it on and saying it's not anti-women, it's just pro-male. But certainly this movie was not made for me. It's geared towards women, and they're coming out in droves to support this. On the other side, Oppenheimer has a predominantly male audience, and they're coming out to watch a 3-hour-long R-rated movie that's basically all dialogue. And now that movie might end up hitting $700, even $800 million at the global box office, while Barbie, who knows how high that can go. Let's take a look at some of these details here. Barbie is a real pink unicorn. The movie earned an estimated $93 million in its sophomore outing at the North American box office, one of the best second weekends of all time, and the best second weekend ever for Warner Brothers, not adjusted for inflation. The female-fueled Barbie, which continues to shatter any and all expectations, finished Sunday with a domestic cume of $351.4 million. Some people, detractors, predicted it would fade away quickly after its history-making debut, but it isn't the case. It fell a scant 43%, a rare hold for a pick originally opening to such a big number of $162 million. And I know, obviously, listen, it's no secret. I've got about an 8% female audience. The vast majority of people that are watching this out there are men. No secret. This movie was not made for you in all likelihood. You're probably not going to enjoy it in all likelihood. But as I stated from the beginning, I thought all those people who said it was going to have this big drop-off, I said you're just flat out wrong. I said it's probably not going to have the same hold as Mario, like 36% drop, but I still think it's going to be very, very good for Warner Brothers and Barbie, and that's exactly the case. All the while, Disney has another flop on their hands with Haunted Mansion. That's the one thing that's kind of being swept over or glazed over at this point, because yes, Haunted Mansion had one of the lowest Disney's park ride-based film debuts, under projections, grossing just $24.6 million in its opening weekend at the box office, on par with the Haunted Mansion back in 2003, under Tomorrowland, and even day and date with Jungle Cruise's $35 million. So this thing is massively underperforming. So Disney has no excuses, right? They're looking at these two movies that are doing massive things at the box office, and Disney is continuing to put out disappointing flops. Now, at least this movie only has like a $165 million budget instead of $200 million like so many of the other things. But still, it looks like after an opening like that, it's going to be tough for them to recover and actually turn a profit on this thing. All while Barbie and Oppenheimer are soaring. Massive second weekends for both these movies, massive global hauls. Barbie will probably, when we're sitting here next week, it'll probably hit $1 billion next weekend at some point. Some people who are claiming that it would do the exact opposite might be very shocked today to see it had this incredible haul, but this is the way it is. It's what I've been saying the entire time. Let me know what you think about all this in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.